Okay, continue where we left off. So, yeah, we're still in this epic round. So we got Dr. Facilier and Narissa versus Mirage. So Facilier, along with Narissa and Hoagie, arrived at the underworld just to get revenge on Hades. But turns out Mirage is in charge of the underworld, and Hades is not, what he is now. Like,
Too much talk. Too loud.
too under the weather. And for some reason decides to smash that crystal to get Hades' powers back to him. Huh. Weird. Oh, I remember those things. Yeah, the El Khatib. And Queen Narissa turns into a dragon. An Eastern dragon. Was that from Aladdin or from another show? I can't remember. Still with this epic theme. And this is just dark. I mean, the El Khatib were basically once, little kids, little boys that always been causing mischief and troubles. And now they're being consumed by the friends of the other side. Harvesting their souls, and it's just dark and sad. Yeesh. And Facilier smashed the crystal, bringing Hades his powers, and goes back to him. Bada bing! I'm back to my old self. Hold on.
Anybody want to tell me what's happening here?
What gives? Come on, talk to me. Right now. I'm like that sometimes. And now they're buddies for some reason. Facilier and Queen Narissa wins. And now for the epilogue. We see that the Horned King has taken over all of the United Kingdoms. All of the nations of Europe, that is. Yeesh. Just by winning the war, of course. Then we see oh yeah, I almost forgot. In round 11, it was the forces of Marina Del Rey versus the Sharganians, and Ursula just already beat them all. And she's Queen of Atlantica. Then we see David Xanatos has returned to his home. Back to Xanatos Corporation.
Home, Mr. Xanatos.
Then in the live-action universe, we see Master Orc taking over the world and enslaving the human race. The new age of the orcs. Oh dear. Oh dear. And we see Jafar has become the Sultan of Agrabah. And back in the CGI realm, we see the Mad Doctor, after from his defeat, starting to feel very bad for what he's done. He's starting to see the error of his ways and wants to right the wrongs. Huh. So a sudden change of heart, I see. Yeah, Count Dooku's telling him about their loss at the Keyblade Graveyard. One thing about Star Wars, I don't like watching the expanded universe. I don't. I kind of prefer the original main timeline of Star Wars. Personally, I go for like the Luke Skywalker story arc. Well, even though the sequel trilogies are just meh, they're not perfect, but meh. And I just don't like watching too many spin-offs of Star Wars, like The Mandalorian or Clone Wars, even though I do like the Clone Wars, I will admit. Or just other spin-offs, like countless of them, even the comics and all that stuff. Making dozens and dozens of spin-offs and expand the universe of Star Wars. Personally, I just go for the original trilogy, the Luke Skywalker trilogy. I mean, the problem with that is that if you make midquels, sequels, and prequels of everything Star Wars in each of the films timeline, it's just gonna be too contradictory. It might, and people, I think they even mentioned that the Baby Yoda wasn't one of the younglings, and then the Jedi fall down, and I think that was during like Revenge of the Sith, and I often go like, okay, but where was Baby Yoda in the movies? Or with Ahsoka, when they added Ahsoka in the Clone Wars, which is supposed to be before the events of the Revenge of the Sith, and people just talk about like she was Anakin's apprentice, and I would have to go, okay, but where was she in the movies? Something like that. I'm not hating on those two. I do like the Baby Yoda, and I do like Ahsoka. I'm just saying, I mean, it's a problem when you make the expanded universe. The problem with midquels, prequels, and sequels. You got to learn to be careful with them. I'm just saying. But I do have an interesting idea. I wonder if Darth Sidious or Emperor Palpatine would be part of the Seekers of Darkness. Now, that would be awesome and make sense. Just something that would have been cool to see. Then at the Forbidden Mountains, we see Pete has taken over as the new faction leader. Ah, yeah, this is the one that started with the whole Pete Alliance thing at the end of the war. And we see Hades and Facilier starting to get along. What happened again? Yeah, reaching a accord to work together, for now at least. Once enemies and now pals. For now. Okay, that was Disney Villains War 2. Still pretty good. Yeah, made by the Cult of Kefka, who is now known as Mr. Dark. Oh, the co-creator? Oh, GA villain. Interesting. Based on Disney versus non-Disney villains. I would probably forgive it for thinking it was a rip-off, even back in the day. Special thanks. Oh, that's very sweet. Square Enix and Walt Disney Company and Lucasfilm? Okay. Dedicated to Walt Disney, Mark Davis, Roy Disney, and many more talents. And this is the after credits thing. Oh dear. It's clearly Narissa. To be continued. And that was Disney Villains War 2 round 12. Epic round, really good. So yeah, this is the final round of part 2, so at least I finally got to finish the commentary of Disney versus non-Disney Villains War 2, and I get to finish the commentaries of Disney Villains War 2. So, yeah, finally got to finish 2 sequels, and hopefully I might finish the commentary on Disney versus Marvel Villains commentary. So, also, just in case you guys might wonder about certain things like, I think I forgot what it was. So, I'm just glad to finish this commentary, and, so, maybe I should take another long break from making videos. So, see you guys in the next time after this.